What's going on, everybody? It's Cody. Welcome back to the channel. Here for this two-game Wnba Sunday afternoon slate. Actually, we got a Sunday morning game, so gonna be an early live before lock tomorrow. Sadly, only 2K to first, but I think that's just gonna be the norm going forward. I'm anxious to see what the contests look like next Saturday. There was overlay in the one today, so with college football starting back up, I think the best contests we're gonna get are gonna be during the week. So we'll see, but let's look at my lineups from today. I ended up entering a second lineup with the overlay. Sadly, Timmy Fagbenley, they're playing Dantas over, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. John Quill Jones, just the absolute basement game. It is annoying. Nailed the Natisha Heidemann getting extended because of the Courtney Williams injury last night. Even though she is playing, I figured they may limit her a little bit. One, because it's a back-to-back, and two, because she did get injured late in that game. Pretty much just stacked this game up with JJ, and then my secondary lineup that I built during the live stream. I played Wnba, who had a good game. She easily covered her $8,400. I was expecting her to be a little more popular. But I played Alana Smith, who has not attempted a shot yet, which is pretty infuriating, but it is what it is. We'll hope to get some min cashes out of them and move on. College football is looking pretty good. UFC, they had a fight scratched right after lock, which is becoming the norm for them, like once every month or once every 2 months. Crap like that happens. So it's been a day, but the odds for these two games, this is not a very good slate. Only 2K to first. I would not overextend for this one, especially Aces at the Sky, 7-point spread, over under 166.5. Then you have the Sparks at the Wings, 4.5-point spread, over under 167.5. Aces need a win in the worst way. We'll start with them. They did move Alicia Clark into the starting lineup over Kia Stokes. Stokes only played 12 minutes off the bench. She was extremely inefficient, like she normally is. Is completely out of play, in my opinion. Megan Gustafson played 9 minutes. She played reasonably well. Just don't think she's going to get enough run to really consider. Pretty much it's the top 6 here. If Alicia Clark continues to start, I'll have some interest in her at 5,800. I think Tiffany Hayes is a solid play. She's playing low 20s minutes off the bench, is a good fantasy point per minute player. Chelsea Gray, I'm just out on. She just doesn't look any good. She just looks terrible, to be honest. I hate to be as blunt as I am, but she looks bad. If she has a good game, so be it. But I will not be rostering her because every time I've played her, she has been really bad. Kelsey Plum, it's a good bounce back spot for her. The shots weren't there this last game. She is really scoring dependent. She's not going to get very many peripheral stats, so strictly a tournament play. Jackie Young, sub 10K, I have quite a bit of interest in, as always. Asia Wilson, sub 13K. It should just be an immediate click and move on with your day. Try building out the other 5 parts of your lineup because she's had 2 subpar games back-to-back. I am betting it will not be a third in a row. Angel Reese, 11.6K. She shot 3 of 12. She's playing just huge minutes, rebounding the ball at an insane clip. So I think she's in play. Price is really inflated for someone that is ridiculously inefficient shooting the ball. But if she ever has a good, effective shooting game, she's going to put up at least 50. The way the magnets in her hands on the glass. So she's just soaking in all the boards for the team. Kennedy Carter, 9,600. She's a fine play. Last time they played the Aces, she absolutely nuked, so keep that in your mind. Camila Cardosa, 8,800. She's fine. I worry about possible foul trouble. She's, super foul prone. 6, 5, 5 in the last 3 games, but she played 37 minutes here against Connecticut. If this game was to stay competitive, I think the minutes will go up for her. Lindsay Allen, 6,800. I'm just gonna stay away. She had her top tier game last time out, and I hope people chase. I will not be one of those. Oni Enwer, 6,100. I'm staying away. She got there this last game because of 5 stocks. She only took 4 shots, played 30 minutes, but They just ran a really tight rotation this last game. Like if you look, Rachel Banham, 18 minutes. Dana Evans, 6 minutes. And then everyone else down here just did not play. Izzy Harrison, only one rotation as well. So really hard to trust her unless you think Cardoso or Reese get in foul trouble. Then for the afternoon game, Sparks at Dallas. On the Sparks side, Dearica Hamby, oh man, she's been struggling of late. 3 games or 3 of the last 4 sub 30 fantasy points, and then in the other one it was 35. So her ceiling has really taken a hit of late. So just be wary of that. This is the best matchup in the WNBA, and it's not even remotely close. Dallas does not even try to play defense. So there is a silver lining here. Zura Stevens, 8,400. She had a good game, and she did not even shoot the ball well. She shot 4 of 12, only saw 24 minutes. I think that's going to be the ceiling for her going forward, minutes-wise. But she had a super efficient DFS day, 28.25 fantasy points. I think that's easily attainable again in this matchup. I like Rakia Jackson for a tournament play. She's playing low 30s minutes. Always puts up double-digit shot attempts. Don't expect Ari McDonald back. I don't expect Clarendon back. Zaya Cook has been a healthy DNP. Lexi Brown is still out. So Talbot's been starting at the 2. At 7K, it's really hard to click her. But if she's going to take 10 shots, she gets the peripheral stats. I do have some interest as a contrarian tournament play. Dangerfield is rough. Like minutes continue to tick down. She's not a very good fantasy point per minute player. She'll have these games where she puts up over a fantasy point per minute, and then she'll play 18 minutes and put up 7. Or, 17 minutes and 3. So, not really someone I'm interested in playing when she's well over 6K. Odyssey Sims, minutes are starting to tick up. This is a revenge game. She does not like the Dallas Wings. She made it very clear after they let her go off her hardship. So if there's ever time to play Odyssey Sims, it might be this game. Lee Uru has been seeing quality minutes of late, so I do have interest in her. We all know that Dallas has very tall, very big centers, so Uru's size will definitely be needed. Kia Nurse, 5,300. Minutes ticked down. She's super score independent. Same with Ray Burrell. They're super deep contrarian tournament plays. Probably not anyone that I'm considering. Arike Gumbawale, 11K. Obviously, the ceiling is there for a player like her. She's going to take a ton of shots. She played the entire game against New York last time out. Trammell's just going to run the main girls into the ground. So at 11K, I think the matchup is solid if you want to go there. Nat Howard played 33 minutes. She's a fantastic fantasy point per minute player. This is one of the best matchups in the WNBA, so I have some interest there. Sawtoo, 9,100 price, continues to rise. She's going to play right at 36 minutes. She's played 36 in all 3 games. She's going to stuff the stat sheet, so I have some interest in her as well. Big T, 8,300. Had a decent game in 18 minutes against the Liberty. Started out extremely poorly and salvaged to a decent fantasy day. If she's going to put up 26 fantasy points, she can easily pay off 8,300, so I have some interest in her. Maddie Segrist at 6K. She's not playing enough minutes to really consider at 6K. JC Sheldon, 5,900. She is playing massive minutes. She's not a very good fantasy point per minute player, but minutes matter. And at 5,900, I'm going to have some interest. Kalani Brown, 5,600. She's going to play 10 to 15 minutes off the bench, typically around like that 10 to 12 range. She's a good fantasy point per minute player, but I just don't trust her minutes enough to click her on a consistent basis. Everyone else, I'm out on. I have no interest. Let's kick it over here to Underdog before we wrap up the video. Tomorrow's contest, $5 entry, like always. 2.5K to first. Four-person drafts because it's only a 2-game slate. I will have my rankings out in the Discord a little bit later on tonight. There is a couple that I've noticed that are off, but if you guys have not signed up on Underdog and you want to, use code CREPASS for a 100% match up to $250. Good luck to everybody, and we'll see you in the live stream in the morning.